MediaSite Editor is both a desktop or web-based piece of software that allows you to edit any recordings you have permission to access in the My MediaSite system. On a more fundamental level, MediaSite Editor gives users the power to manage, alter, and distribute their own content. If you catch a mistake or want to edit out a bathroom break or update an existing recording, MediaSite Editor will allow you to quickly and easily make the changes without the current process of watching the video, making notes, and then handing the request off to a staff member to fix. MediaSite Editor is easy to use. When you get access to My MediaSite, we will find out which courses you need and grant you permission to access those courses. After that, whenever you log in, you will be able to access any recordings for which you have permission. When you decide you want to edit a recording, you will simply find the recording in your My MediaSite window. Then, directly below the thumbnail, select Edit. Next, the MediaSite Editor window will open. At this point, sometimes it takes a few minutes for the editor to load the presentation, especially if it's long, so be patient. When the presentation loads, you will see a window for playback. The usual buttons for play, stop, pause, fast forward, rewind, etc. and a standard timeline. You can use these buttons to move the playhead around the timeline, or simply use your mouse. You can also select time using click and drag with your mouse, or click a specific point in time to set the playhead. And now you can cut or crop video, incorporate transitions, add, delete, or replace slides, add chapters, and more. I would like to go over just a few of the most popular edits, and by doing so, show you around the MediaSite Editor interface. The first thing you should know is that however you access MediaSite Editor, you always get the same interface, via web, desktop, or even the management portal. It's simple and intuitive, but it can do many things. Probably the most popular edit is trimming time. First, open My MediaSite. Then select the Edit button below the recording thumbnail. Next, find exactly when you want the video to start. In this example, we will say 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Make note of the time in the counter. Then find the start marker. It is located at the beginning of your timeline. Next, slide the start marker to the exact position you want to start. Trimming the end of a presentation works in the exact same way. You can also add transitions, title screens, and more at this point. Then hit Commit Changes. Commit to Current if you want to change the existing recording permanently. Commit to New if you want to create a new file and keep the original unchanged. Commit to Existing if you have already created a new file and want to make additional changes. A word of caution: when you select Commit to Current, you are altering the original file. These changes are permanent and cannot be reversed. Only use Commit to Current when you are absolutely certain that the edits that you want to make are permanent. If you have any doubts, then use Commit to New and create a new file. If you want to remove time from the middle of an existing presentation, the process is similar. Find the beginning time where you want the edited section to begin and make note. Then play until you get to the end of the time you want edited and make note. Next, use your mouse to click and drag over that section. It will become highlighted. Now click the Cut Time button. The computer will remember that you want this section removed, and when you hit Commit Changes, it will remove it. The MediaSite Editor can handle numerous changes at once. In a situation where you are making numerous edits on a single presentation, make all of the edits you want to make on your timeline, then select Commit. You do not need to select Commit for each change. One important thing to remember about MediaSite is that often you are creating a new file or altering an existing file, so these changes are not immediate. It takes the server some time to process the change. You can immediately see if your job has started by selecting the drop-down menu in the upper right-hand corner called Commit Jobs. This will give you a progress bar that shows all the jobs in progress. If you see your job there, then the computer is working on it. Turnaround time varies by the job, length of presentation, and amount of changes, but most jobs are complete in less than an hour. One final thing to know about MediaSite Editor is that it is very important to use a proper naming convention for your files. These are just some of the things that you can do with MediaSite Editor. There are several more functions available, but knowing these will get you started. If you want to do something else, you can experiment on your own. Just be sure to use commit to new so the original file doesn't get altered. Or contact Citadel and schedule an appointment with one of our MediaSite administrators